well, whatever position he ends up coming back, will Michael Vick be successful?
If I were asked this question at this time last year, I would say no way. But thanks to the Wildcat offense, he could be a very, 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 very big threat this season. He is still as fast as he always was, and I'm sure he's still in shape from prison, but I do not think he will be back to the same quarterback he was in Atlanta for another year or so. Timing and throws take a lot of practice, and I think he doesn't have that quite yet, but Wildcat definitely. In the end, Michael Vick, I believe, is a new person. 2 years in prison often does a lot to somebody, and especially with somebody who has lost as much money as he has and has gone from the top of the NFL to needing to beg for a job. I think that he will honestly end up in the UFL. It's the best thing for him to be a starting quarterback and learn to have timing with a wide receiver again. But I do not see a place for him in the NFL. So in conclusion, I think the UFL is the best place for him, and that's what's going to happen. I'm Danny Cadu from Shine On Sports.
Okay, so former Atlanta Falcons star Michael Vick searching for a team to be on for the 2009-2010 NFL season. And so far he's been rejected by the Bears, Raiders, and the Titans. Coach Lovie Smith of the Bears said that Vick does deserve another chance back in the NFL, but he doesn't feel that the opportunity should be on his team. And the one coach and team who has not been decided yet was Coach Bill Belichick of the New England Patriots. He's quite undecided, but if you would get in with them, he would be a second string to Tom Brady, though. Coach Fisher said he's pleased with their quarterback situation they have going on with the Titans this year, as the Titans were one of the undefeated teams of the 2008-2009 season. So we're just trying to figure out who do you think he's going to go to. So, I mean, he can end up anywhere.
Welcome back to Calling You Out. I'm here with Matt Morris, and we're going to talk about the Michael Vick case. Matt, what do you think about Michael Vick being reinstated to the NFL?
Michael Vick being reinstated to the NFL, I think it's not a good thing for the NFL. I don't think he should be at all, because what he did, he doesn't deserve to be back in the NFL.
What type of team is going to pick up Vick? What team really needs to pick up Michael Vick?
The only team that I could possibly think that might pick him up could be a team that's not. It's like the Cincinnati Bengals have been struggling for a while, but they pick up a Michael Vick cheap because no one's going to buy him for a lot of money. But someone will pick him up, and like the Cincinnati Bengals, maybe a Cleveland Browns team, maybe even Detroit, and use him as a wide receiver. I would think that's what's going to come back as. He's not going to come back as a quarterback.
Well, you've given us the position. What type of success do you think that Michael Vick will have in the NFL?
It all depends on how he puts himself out there in front of the public. He works hard during camp, and he's really showing that he wants to play hard stuff, and I think he's going to be a great player. I mean, even before all this stuff happened, he was the quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons. If you look at him, he was amazing.
Do you think that his apology was sincere?
To a certain point, I think it was, but I mean, my personal opinion is I don't think he should be back in the NFL whatsoever. It's a tough issue to talk about, because you look at other players around the league, like Michael Jones and stuff, and the things he's done, and all the rumors about what has happened to him. Like, he shouldn't be. I personally don't think he should be back either, and it's a different level of discussion.
Yeah. Thank you, Matt. We'll be right back with more Calling You Out. Welcome back to Calling You Out Sports. The steroid list. The 2003 anonymous steroid list that now Manny Ramirez and David Ortiz have been caught on, along with several other players. But let me talk about this anonymous list. First of all, I understand that it was not a great thing that the players were doing back in the day, taking steroids. However, when you test on a list that is supposed to be anonymous, those names should remain anonymous. I don't think that it does anything good for the game to keep having these names come out every now and then. I mean, for the news channels, I'm sure they're loving it, and I'm sure that they're eating it up. That the fact that, oh, look at that, another name came out on the 2003 steroid anonymous list. But you know what? Either we're going to have this list, we should have this list come out immediately, or this list should just not come out at all. All it's doing is ruining players' reputations and just ruining the game itself. Just as soon as we think we can get on and go on with more MLB baseball, next thing you know, another name comes out on the list. I'm very disappointed that Manny Ramirez was caught doing steroids and that he did steroids in the first place, along with David Ortiz. But David Ortiz was definitely somebody that you could see taking steroids, especially after this season. I know I'm going to get some hate from some Boston fans, but I'll tell you this right now. If you look at the numbers and you look at the difference in this season and all the other seasons, you could definitely tell that something was going on with David Ortiz. However, I have named out several other players that were caught in the Mitchell report doing steroids. But now, people stand up and they clap when there's a home run. I don't know if I'm going to stand up and clap for any home run in the next at least 5 years. We'll see if the game can get cleaned up, and then maybe I'll feel comfortable standing up and clapping for a home run. This is the part of the show where I call a segment called Suck on This. Now, this is when we collect information from the internet or from a magazine or some kind of book site, and we actually try to let you guys, inform you guys of what is going on out there. This segment of Suck on This is about Alex Rodriguez and his $32 million $32 million there. You can either have Alex Rodriguez and his $32 million, or you can buy a pretty good roster for $32 million, such as these players right here. Manny Del Carmen, sorry if I mess up the names, Jacoby Ellsbury, Ramon Ramirez, Justin Masterson, Jed Lowry, Jason Bay, Jonathan Papelbon, Kevin Youkilis, Tim Wakefield, Hideki Okajima, Dustin Pedroia, John Lester, Nick Green, Rocco Baldelli, and George Katas. I'm not exactly sure of all these players' names. But you can have all those players, and that's a pretty good lineup and pretty good in pitching right there for $32 million. So now I'm asking you, the fans, would you rather have Alex Rodriguez, $32 million a year, or that entire roster? Email the show at callingyououtsports@gmail.com and with your questions, and we'll definitely answer them in the next show. Thank you. 9 I'm in the chair that we sit for calling you out for the top questions of the week that we want you fans to answer and send it to our email.
Alright, to finish off today's show, we have the top 5 questions we want you guys to answer. You guys can send it to us in email. The email will be in the sidebar somewhere. So, the top 5 questions right here. Number 5, where do you think Michael Vick will end up? What team do you think he'll be on? Number 4, what kind of success do you think the UFL will have? Two, is Tony Gonzalez the best tight end ever?
And our last question, with Brett Favre out of the picture for the Vikings, do you think that they have a shot at making the playoffs this year?
So answer those 5 questions. You can leave them in a comment or in an email. We'll have the email in the sidebar, and what we're going to do is we will broadcast those questions for you right here on YouTube. So you answer them, you might be on a video here for the Calling You Out Sports Show. So answer those 5 questions, and thank you for watching our video. This is Jason signing off.
If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, email the show at callingyouout@gmail.com. And we'll definitely be happy to answer them and try to do as best as we can. Now that the show is over, I have to kick you guys out. So,
big shit poppin', little shit stoppin'. Ball on these niggas being from the now.